apparemment, Rigmor et Luna se connaissent. Ça, je l'aurais pas cru. Cassius, ravi de te voir, mon vieil ami.
I received a message. Actually, an invitation. But I wanted to speak with you about something.
Très bien. Allons nous mettre dans un endroit plus tranquille.
Blackwell summoned me to the palace. Of course, I have heard the news. It's slowly making its way throughout Tamriel, just to let you know. I just wanted to be sure about my new appointment.
C'est officiel, mon vieil ami. Si vous voulez accepter l'offre, ça sera avec plaisir que vous deviendrez un comte.
Of course, it would suit me well. With my naval experience, it makes perfect sense. But please, how thoughtless of me. Congratulations are in order.
C'est juste un genre de cérémonie de serment d'amitié pour l'avenir de l'enfant.
I heard about that too. The child. You know you will always have a loyal and trusted friend with me. If there's anything you need, just ask.
Merci. Bon, allons au château. Je dois parler à Malesam.
Let's walk.
À bientôt, ma petite chérie.
Majesty, I have the dress already. All that needs to be done is to arrange the ceremony with the priest.
Allow me. I want to be of some use, now that I'm here.
All the guests have been invited. They should be arriving in the next few days. Is there anything else?
Non, merci, Kerry. Tout va bien, merci déjà pour avoir choisi la robe. En fait, est-ce que tu peux dire à ton père que je suis là?
Majesty?
Do you have a person of honor?
Non, pas encore.
It would be my honor to bear witness and hold the rings.
Merci, Cassius, avec plaisir. Et toi, tu n'aurais pas besoin de quelque chose?
As you know, we probably have roughly about 4 years to get ready. Leowyn needs gold. The docks need to be repaired, the ship's built. It was badly damaged by Sethius. I mentioned to Blackwell about the possible involvement from Blackmarsh and High Rock. He, Blackwell, seems concerned about a Lord Malachi. You know of him?
Non. Éclaire-moi, je t'en prie.
Since the King of High Rock is ailing, he has been muscling in on dynastic affairs. Indeed, he had the king adopt a young wastrel, convincing him she was related, and nobility. Malachi was not a friend of the Empire under Mede II, but you know me, I always put 2 and 2 together.
Que veux-tu dire, Cassius?
I mean the High Rock connection to the Akaviri. We should be wary of him and his ward, the young princess.
On devrait peut-être enquêter plus avant sur cette connexion.
No need. Blackwell is already investigating everything. All the evidence, the possible connections with High Rock and Blackmarsh.
Très bien. Si c'était le cas, s'ils arrivaient à s'allier contre nous, on serait pris entre marteau et enclume.
Ah, Count Baron of Leowyn. I do like a happy ending.
Malesam.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now then, Your Majesty, I would imagine you'll be summoned to the palace for the coronation. I do hope my advice is welcomed, as I thrive on situations like these. Speak privately.
Don't worry, I'll take my leave and go and see the priest.
Make sure you let him know how to move the pews. We are expecting a considerable amount of guests. Now then, did you find the diamond?
Oui. Enfin, non. Pas tout à fait. J'ai trouvé la bague, mais pas le diamant. Je pense que c'est le Talmor qui le possède.
Damn! Not good, Your Majesty. Not good at all. We need to be in possession of it. Have you spoken to Blackwell about this? Because he needs to know all about it.
Vous lui faites confiance?
I do. He has shown his true colors. How do you know it's for Falmor?
J'ai rencontré une personne travaillant dans l'archéologie, à Nagazel, qui les a vus le prendre.
And you take his word for it? Archaeologist? Bah, Tomb Raider is more likely.
Oui,
Just
bon.
a common thief. For all we know, he could have the diamond on his person.
C'est plutôt elle, c'est une femme, et je lui fais confiance, surtout maintenant que je sais qui elle est.
We have to ask ourselves why the Falmor would even know about such a thing, and how the Falmor knew where to look.
Je pense que je pourrais savoir qui l'a pris. Rigmor l'a mal jugé dès qu'elle a posé les yeux sur lui.
Count Camillus of Lilandril?
Lui-même.
He has been promoted to envoy of the Aldmeri Dominion and will be at the coronation. In fact, most of the royal houses and our own noble houses will be there. So this should be a chance to repair any fractures with Coral and Chedenhall.
Deux comtés dirigés par leur respectée comtesse, je présume.
Consider this conversation a little heads up on what to expect. All we have to do now is prepare for the royal union. So relax a while. We want you ready and fit for the big day.
Très bien. Je vais aller me reposer, vous avez raison.
Ah.
Vraiment. Merci.
Rise and shine, your most royal, majestic highness of highnesses. Hand me the ring you have for Rigmor, and we'll get you in ship shape for the ceremony.
Ah oui.
Dragonborn?
Ouais.
I just wanted to be sure. Are you marrying Rigmor?
Tenez, voilà l'anneau. Ben oui. Vous savez qu'on a choisi un serment d'amitié pour l'avenir de l'enfant. Alors, pourquoi vous posez cette question, mon ami?
Oh, it's nothing.
Non, il y a quelque chose. Dites-moi.
I just want to say, I think you're beautiful.
Hein? Oh, Cassius. Pourquoi tu me dis ça?
Forgive me, I am being foolish.
Je suis tellement désolé, Cassius, mais moi, je préfère les femmes. Mais j'ai vraiment des sentiments d'une grande amitié envers toi.
Of course. Forgive me.
Bon, oublions ça. Il n'y a rien à pardonner. Donne-moi un instant pour me préparer, s'il te plaît.
Make sure to wear something nice. I'll meet you downstairs.
Bien. Je vais me préparer pour cette fameuse cérémonie, qui ressemble en tout point à un mariage. Mais ce n'en est pas un. Ils sont vraiment bizarres, ces impériaux. Bon. Cette robe impériale devrait faire l'affaire. Putain, j'arrive pas à y croire. De bon matin, Cassius, qui me fait des avances comme ça, qui me déclare que je lui plais. Ouais. Décidément. Oh, j'en reviens vivement que je rentre au bord de ciel. Oh là là. Ce Cyrodiil alors. Quel drôle de pays, décidément. Ces impériaux. Enfin. Après tout, Marc, chacun fait ce qu'il veut. Hein. D'un côté, je suis très flatté, c'est un très bel homme. Si j'avais aimé les hommes... Bon, allez, pensons plus à ça, concentrons-nous sur ce lien d'amitié et cette cérémonie.
Majesty, I just want to take this opportunity to wish you and Rigmor all the best.
Merci, mon bon Cassius. Une fois la cérémonie terminée, retournez à Leioin et faites le point sur vos besoins. Je viendrai vous voir peut-être même à l'occasion.
Understood.
Allez, cher comte. Je demanderai à Noirpuis de vous envoyer de l'or, dont vous aurez besoin pour reconstruire la cité, et la flotte navale qui va avec.
Thank you.
Je suppose que c'est tout alors.
Everyone is waiting. Are you ready?
Aussi près que je puis l'être. Merci d'être mon garçon d'honneur, Cassius. Ça, je ne l'oublierai pas. Tu es vraiment un ami.
Majesty, it shall be my honor.
Allez. Allons-y. Ah. Je sais pas pourquoi, mais j'ai une barre sur la poitrine, là. J'ai moins la trouille d'affronter un dragon que d'aller faire cette cérémonie. Je comprends plus rien, moi.
Oui.
Je peux vous aider?
Finalement, je me demande que ce que j'aurais dit. Il n'y a plus qu'à attendre.
Welcome,
Rigmor.
Majesty. It is a privilege and an honor to be the officiant in such a prestigious union. Are there any questions before we start?
Non, je suis prêt. Commençons.
Then, let us begin.
Oh. Elle est magnifique. Oh mon Dieu. Par tous les divins. Elle est divine.
We are gathered here today in the presence of the 9 divines to bear witness to this most holy union. To join in friendship the Emperor, His Most High Majesty of Cyrodiil and the Empire, to Rigmor Morgan Mead, High Queen of Cyrodiil, daughter of Ragnar and Sigurd of Bruma. If any amongst us wish to bear false witness or object to this union, then let it be heard, or forever hold your peace. Your Most Majestic Highness, do you take this woman, Rigmor Morgan Mead, High Queen of Cyrodiil, to be your lifelong friend? Do you promise to guard and protect her always, and stand by her side through whatever may come?
Oui, je le promets.
And do you, Rigmor, High Queen of Cyrodiil, take His Most Majestic Highness, the Emperor of Cyrodiil and the Empire, to be your lifelong friend?
I do.
Your Majesty, is there anything you would like to say to Rigmor before the exchange of rings?
Rigmor, tu sais que je t'aime plus que tout au monde. C'est pour moi un grand honneur que d'être ton gardien et ton protecteur, et surtout ton ami. Tout ce que j'ai fait pour toi, je le referai 100 fois si tu me le demandais. Tu es ma raison de vivre, ma destinée et mon univers.
Oh, Dragonborn.
Rigmor, is there anything you would like to say before the exchange of rings?
I love you more than you could ever know. You are my best friend, my life's companion, my savior, and my champion. My love for you has always, and always will be, true. You are my soulmate, oh my sweet, wonderful, beautiful Dragonborn.
And now the exchange of the rings of commitment. Rigmor?
I give you this ring as a symbol of my undying friendship. With no beginning or end, it is a token of my commitment to you.
Your Majesty?
Oui. Moi de même, Rigmor. Cassius?
Ah, damn. I had it a moment ago. 1 second. Where... Aha, here it is.
Ah, très drôle. Vraiment très drôle, hein. Ah putain, celui-là, je vous jure. Je vous donne cet anneau en or blanc, incrusté de diamants et de rubis. Il appartenait à la disparue princesse Aléide, Pilvi Hinesh, comme preuve de ma sincère amitié et de mon dévouement. Qu'il soit le symbole du vœu inviolé, que je serai toujours à tes côtés.
Oh, Dragonborn.
By the authority vested in me by the 9 divines, I pronounce you united in holy union.
Thank you for the ring, Dragonborn. It was my father's.
Oui, merci, cet anneau est magnifique. Cela le rend même encore plus beau que celui que je vous ai offert.
Everybody, thank you all for being here for me. For us, the Dragonborn and I on this wonderful day. Especially my mom, and of course Barendar. It means so much to me. Friathoff Sethri, who has behaved himself, and even you, Malisam. Only joking. It's such a beautiful thing to be surrounded by all my friends. Luna, Carice, and you two, Tish and Bee, Cassius, Zan, Ingol, and Angie. It's been quite a ride, huh? And not forgetting you too, Cirilla. It's wonderful to see you again. Thank you all. And of course, the Dragonborn.
Right, let's all get back into the keep for the feast. I'll bleed start. You too, darling.
Dragonborn?
Bon, eh bien c'est fait. Comment te sens-tu?
I know Barendar would like a word, so I'm going to go back into the keep with the girls. I'll see you there for the feast.
Pas de souci. Je te rejoins.
This is the happiest day of my life.
Moi aussi.
Dragonborn.
Barendar. Alors mon vieil ami, ça faisait longtemps.
This one had been waiting for a good time to visit my child. Khajiit didn't want to interfere in Rigmor's life too much, and visited every few months to advise in private, but... Having received word from the Lord Chancellor of the imminent coronation, and the invitation to the union from Sigun, this one thought it wise to travel from elsewhere early as not to miss the ceremony, and is very happy with the union and your rise to the throne.
Merci, Barendar. Bon, comment ça va en Elsewhere?
Elsewhere has not changed for time that is long. 2 tribes, 2 factions. Yet, Khajiit's belly rumbles, and walls have ears that stretch over borders. Dragonborn might walk and talk with old Khajiit to Castle Keep, where this one can wine and dine.
Mais bien sûr. Allez, allons rejoindre le banquet. Allez. On se retrouve tous au banquet, hein? Merci d'être venu.
It is the job of the Khajiit to keep abreast of the politics of the realms elsewhere deals with. The disappearance of the emperor was to cause the chain of events that led you here. This one believes the blame can be directly laid at the feet of the Elder Council. If they had taken more care, they would not have found exile. But it afforded them distance from Blackwell's scrutiny. Upset a lot of people indeed that Sidious was making a success of his rule. And they feared to intervene because of Morag. Then you turned up and all that changed. Now they fear you. Cameus presented himself, and they could not resist sending him to Table Mountain. Part of their deal was to eliminate Blackwell and reinstate the Talmor. Dragonborn, did you not suspect anything untoward?
Au début. Ensuite, il nous a montré la lettre.
They presented half the story to High Queen Elisif, and others who had no idea of their ultimate goal of having a puppet on the throne. You see, they thought it was going to be Rigmor seated upon the ruby throne, and that she would have to destroy Blackwell to do it. Hence, of all those signatures, they knew this one signature was the most important to Rigmor and yourself. Azura thought Cameus was crucial to the plan of the Nine, but did not know why. She sent a seer to advise Khajiit to sign the paper. Although Cameus appears to represent the Elder Council, he is playing them at their own game. Do you know why that might be?
Son principal intérêt résidait en Rirmor et son bébé.
The child being called the Chosen One via prophecy? This in itself will pose a danger to Rigmor and the baby.
Il y a eu plein d'occasions de lui faire du mal.
But that wasn't part of the plan. When Cameus arrived back in Alinor and told them that you had become Emperor and not Rigmor, and that Blackwell was now your Lord Chancellor, they flew into a furious rage. Cameus laughed in their faces.
Pourquoi ferait-il ça?
He knows Blackwell will have them all executed if they dare place a foot inside Cyrodiil. The Dominion cares not for the Council, they only want the white gold Concordat reinstated. Maybe the Council would become valued hostages to win over Blackwell's influence. Cameus may not be the only one you have to worry about. Be cautious of the Elder Council, Dragonborn. They have money, and that equals power. You must be vigilant at all times, Dragonborn.
Oh oui, je sais. Je les connais les Talmor, c'est pas la première fois que j'ai affaire à eux. Pas besoin de t'inquiéter pour ça, Barendar, j'ai l'habitude avec eux.
Bruma is such a wonderful city, don't you think?
Oui.
The previous Count of Bruma and his wife were wonderful, warm people, who Rigmor would have befriended had she been allowed to lead a normal life. Same with the previous Count of Leowin before the Troubles. The Emperor bestowed the titles to Rigmor in an attempt to lessen the guilt for abandoning Rigmor's family to the demands of the Talmor and the Elder Council. Dragonborn, this one cannot predict the future, but you have a friend in elsewhere.
Je sais, Barendar. Je sais. Je te remercie. Tu es un véritable ami.
Majesty.
Oh, m'appelle pas comme ça. Pour moi, l'impératrice, c'est Rigmor.
Come on, Dragonborn. Sit over here, next to me.
We are all here to celebrate the union of the Dragonborn and the Rigmor. Tradition usually calls upon a father figure to make a speech in honor of the ceremony. This one hopes that Khajiit can speak for both of you, and it would be an honor for me to do so. All of us here have known the Dragonborn and Rigmor for many years. We have all laughed, cried, fought alongside each other, and overcome many situations. When Khajiit first met the Dragonborn, this one knew their heart was just and true. Khajiit owes them a great debt, as we all know that without them, Rigmor would not be here today. So firstly, let us celebrate the Dragonborn, their most high majesty by divine right. As for Rigmor, my child, this one has witnessed you come of age in a terrible time of change. You have suffered the unsufferable. Khajiit should know, finding you when all was lost. But it fills this old Khajiit's heart with joy to see you flourish. When you laugh, this one wants to cry, but not the tears of anguish. The tears of the proud father, their heart consumed with pride of what has been accomplished, what has been overcome to bring into your life the only thing you ever wanted. To live in happiness among friends and family and loved ones. Rigmor, may all your dreams come true, and the gods look favorably down upon you.
Merci, Barendar. Merci à tous et à toutes.
I have had the day of my life. And you know, they say that a day like today is every little girl's dream, right? And this little girl's dream has, today, come true. No matter what mountains you have to climb, how many times you get knocked down, pushed back, rained upon, I am living proof anything is possible, if you believe in yourself. Don't get me wrong, it was hard sometimes. I know that life isn't always a sunny day. But above those clouds, above that storm, the sun is still shining. Forever. There's nothing we cannot achieve. No dreams we cannot aim for. So thank you all for coming. I love each and every one of you. If you'll all excuse me, I am feeling a little tired. I hope you'll all stay here tonight and enjoy the party. Dragonborn, can I speak to you in private?
Bien sûr. Allez, installez-vous, commencez à manger sans nous. On vous rejoint tout de suite. Bon appétit et merci. Ça va? Tu te sens bien?
I feel on top of the world. I've never felt so happy in all my life.
C'était quelque chose d'important pour toi, n'est-ce pas? Et bien pour moi aussi.
Thank you for everything.
Pour toi. Pour tout.
Would you watch over me tonight?
Bien sûr, si c'est ce que tu veux.
Thank you.
Mais... sais pas si je vais arriver à dormir sur cette chaise cette nuit. Par ici, Rigmor.
Well, here it is. It makes you wonder why he wants to meet here, Dragonborn. Sounds a little creepy, if you ask me. Should we be on our guard?
On va le découvrir. Tiens-toi prête au cas où.
After you.
J'aime pas trop ça. Restons sur nos gardes. D'accord?
Your Majesty, I know you must be wondering why I asked to meet here in this place of death. Be assured there's good reason. You see, this is the royal mausoleum, and I have been attending it for many years.
Dites-moi un peu. Est-ce qu'il y a autre chose que je dois savoir, Noirpuis?
I have studied and kept a record of the dynasties that have come and gone, that have sat upon the ruby throne. You might want to read my work. It's very extensive. Lady Rigmor could benefit greatly about what is contained in the script. But I will leave that to you. Peruse at your own discretion.
D'accord. Mais pourquoi sommes-nous là?
As you probably know, some of the guests have arrived. Notable representatives from major powers. Count Comaeus has arrived to represent the Aldmeri Dominion, along with a leading member of the Elder Council. You can only guess what they will want to discuss before they leave.
Et ils repartiront.
Majesty?
Je veux qu'il ne se passe rien de fâcheux, c'est tout.
Of course.
The only good thing Cepheus did was kick them all out.
That is something that you must both decide. I thought it prudent to bring you here, so you could, if you want, be better prepared. Also, I would like to show you both something. Please, this way.
Très bien, je vous suis.
This is the armor of Tiber Septim.
Ah bon?
Wasn't it destroyed when Martin Septim sacrificed himself?
All we know is that it was returned here shortly after his martyrdom. It was last worn by Titus Mede II. It now belongs to you, Majesty. It is customary for the elected to wear it upon their coronation, so put it on before you return to the palace for the crowning ceremony. As for you, my lady, this way.
Très bien, je vais enfiler
This
cette
is
armure.
the burial place of Rigmor of Cyrodiil. Before Titus Mede had the infant Morgan sent to Winterhold, he had Rigmor laid to rest here. She died in childbirth due to complications. Mede was utterly heartbroken. Some say he never recovered fully from losing her.
What do you know about her?
She was initially a mercenary. Rumors have it she played a big part in the Oblivion Crisis by helping the champion of Cyrodiil close many of the gates.
Ah,
After the
oui.
martyrdom of Martin Septim, she joined the ranks of the Colovian
Mon
warlord
ancêtre
Titus
en parlait
Mede
dans ses mémoires.
and helped him wrest
C'est vrai.
control of Cyrodiil from the hands of Thuls the Gibbering. His dying wish was to be reunited with her, here in this small antechamber. Atribus reluctantly complied, but it was a well-kept secret. There is no mention or record of it. The official sarcophagus for him lies empty. Titus Meade's remains are within, alongside that of his true love.
That's so sad.
The crowning armor she never got to wear is preserved in the accompanying chest. I think it would be fitting and respectful to her memory if you were to wear it, my lady.
Where is the crown?
The ceremonial priests already have the crowns. Now, I'll leave you alone to change into your new attire before returning to the palace. Majesty, it is customary to parley with the guests before taking your places on the thrones. When you arrive, I shall introduce you to whom I think requires your attention. As once the ceremony is over, all the guests will be ushered from the palace. When you are seated and ready, the ceremony shall begin. Majesty.
Très bien.
My lady.
Très bien, très bien. Me voilà fin prêt. Lourde, très encombrante. Rigmor, j'ai l'air de quoi?
It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Hey, what do you think?
Tu as l'air formidable comme toujours. Mais je te préfère avec tes petites cuissardes là. Bon, tu es prête?
Yes.
Alors on y va. En route pour le couronnement. Jamais j'aurais cru devenir empereur de Tamriel. Je n'en ai vraiment pas envie. Si j'ai pas le choix.
The Emperor and the Queen of Cyrodiil. This way, if you please, Majesty. Please, let me introduce you to Lord Malachi, envoy of the King of High Rock.
Majesty, it is my honor to finally meet you in person. On behalf of the King of High Rock, we hope to strengthen our relationship and bring wealth and prosperity to the Northern Peninsula. We also hope to fortify our friendship with Solitude and look forward to further talks in the near future.
Oui. Moi aussi. Ravi de vous voir.
Oh, and this is the King's eldest daughter, Patema. She insisted on accompanying me to this most important of events.
Well met, Uncle. I do hope you can visit us sometime. As you may or may not know, my father is frail as of late, and his health is waning, even more so every day.
Oui, j'espère pouvoir venir bientôt. Mais pourquoi m'appelles-tu mon oncle?
Oh, please forgive me. I seem to have forgotten my manners with a slip of the tongue. It is my high honor to be in the presence of the Emperor by divine grace, and of course, the Lady Rigmor Morganmead.
Très bien.
So, Lady Rigmor, when do you think I will have the honor of meeting my little cousin?
Lady Patema, all in good time. This is not the time or place.
No, it's fine.
Oui, elle est jeune. Laissez-la s'exprimer.
36 weeks.
And isn't the child, by the grace of the gods, to be a dragon child?
Yes. Yes, she is.
Please, and I mean no offense.
Lady Patema!
No, Lord Malachi. Let her speak.
Then please allow me to give you my most heartfelt and deepest condolences, should anything untoward happen during the birth.
Lady Potema, était-ce vraiment nécessaire?
Oh, please, I meant no offense. I just thought...
Forgive us, Majesty. The Lady Potema is young and can be thoughtless at times.
Majesty, this way.
Little cow.
Count Cameus of Lelandril, representing the Aldmeri Dominion, and the Elder Council in exile.
Ouais, nous nous connaissons.
Lady Rigmor.
Hi, Cameus.
It's my honor and pleasure to meet you both once again under these special circumstances. The Dominion and the Elder Council in exile hope a lasting alliance can be forged to meet the upcoming threat. Of course, before such an alliance can be agreed to, there are a few important things we need to discuss.
Such as...
Cyrodiil needs to return to its former glory before the events of that usurper Ariel Cepheus. A long-lasting and true alliance can be attained by the restoration of the White Gold Concordat and the reinstation of the Elder Council here in the Imperial Palace.
Je ne crois pas que ce soit le bon moment pour en discuter, mon cher Camaeus. Malgré toute la reconnaissance que j'ai pour vous.
I disagree. We have the right to make our terms known. After all, the Dominion was instrumental in destroying Cepheus, so we should see the benefits of our involvement.
Personne ne vous a demandé votre aide. On aurait très bien pu le faire sans vous. Ne l'oubliez pas, c'est vous qui êtes venu de votre plein gré, pas nous qui vous avons appelé.
All we ask is that the White Gold Concordat be restored, the Elder Council reinstated, and the lands of Southern Hammerfell be handed back over to the Dominion, which is legally and rightfully ours.
What? Dragonborn, you can't seriously consider these demands.
Lady Rigmor, you must think of the greater good. I will take it upon myself to make sure the returning justiciars act in a fair and open manner.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
Plus, it will put me in the perfect position to return to you something of importance.
Ah ah, alors vous avez le diamant.
All I ask is you discuss what I have mentioned, delay any knee-jerk decisions, and after some serious thought, reach out to us.
D'accord, on reviendra vers vous au moment venu. Ne vous inquiétez pas pour ça.
Majesty, the future of Tamriel depends on a newfound friendship of tolerance and diversity.
Let the ceremony begin. Majesty, this way. Is there anything you need to say before you proceed? Lady Rigmor will be crowned first as the Queen, then you will be crowned as Emperor.
Très bien. Faites.
The High Queen of Cyrodiil, Rigmor Morgan Mead the First. Dragonborn Emperor of Cyrodiil and the Empire.
matey, you've got a visitor. I think this is it, seeing as where he's come from and what we've all been waiting for. Anyway, there's a small matter of a situation that he's dealing with. All hell's about to break loose. What is it?
Quel genre de situation? Qu'est-ce qu'il se passe?
A Lady Rigmor kind of situation.
Que voulez-vous encore?
Blackwell has assigned 2 personal bodyguards to follow Lady Rigmor around. She's not too pleased about it, and that's an understatement. You're the only one with the authority to deal with it, before they end up wearing their guts around their ankles, if you catch my drift.
Bon. Laissez-moi ça, je vais m'en occuper. Qui est ce visiteur?
Claims to be the owner of the stables just outside Bravo. If Mara's got anything to do with this, that's where I suspected things would be happening. Which is just as well. About bloody time.
Où est Rigmor en ce moment?
Well, I've been keeping right out of her way. She's not too happy being cooped up in the palace these last couple of months. As you probably know, people have been talking. Even though she's putting on a good show trying to keep a lid on it all. So let's hope my assumptions are right.
Merci, Cétri. Allez, allons trouver ce...
Antonius Maro.
Voilà, c'est
He's
ça.
waiting in the chamber. I'll walk with you. Come on, follow me.
Your Most Imperial Highness, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Antonius Maro.
Oui. Vous vouliez me voir. Vous aviez quelque chose à me dire. Alors je vous écoute. Parlez donc.
As a trusted messenger.
Ah bon? Aucune relation avec Maro du Penitus Oculatus par hasard?
Ah yes. How did you guess? Oh, never mind. My family's name gets around. However, I don't have anything more to do with them. I ended up in Breville some years ago. I haven't had contact with my father or brother for some years.
Je vois.
Sorry? Oh, anyway, I was told to let you know that the time is soon and that you would know to what I am referring.
Poursuivez.
I cannot divulge the full message, not here, as we must try to avoid complications. If you book yourself into the inn, Silver Home on the Water, I will contact you there and advise you on the next step with directions on how to proceed.
Foyer d'argent sur l'eau. Je pourrais juste rester au donjon de Braville.
My lord, it is vitally important you do not create attention and try to keep to the shadows. Indeed, you are the most magnificent emperor of Tamriel, but my mistress wishes this to be conducted with diligence.
Votre maîtresse?
I will inform you what's next once you arrive. We have a friend in Rose. She is trusted. Silver Home on the Water would be the last place any possible enemies would think of. Yes.
Attendez, quoi? Rose?
Yes, she owns the inn and has been helping my mistress and the Count and is absolutely trustworthy. Book a room at the inn and I will contact you in good time. Things are very delicate right now, but the time is indeed soon.
Merci, Antonius.
I am your most humble and loyal servant, my lord.
My lord, permission to speak.
Je vous écoute. Vous êtes Marius, c'est ça?
It is my duty to trust no one. This Antonius Maro could be trying to set you up. It would be prudent to allow Tara and myself to accompany you to Breville.
Je préférerais que vous restiez tous les deux pour garder un œil par ici, pendant mon absence.
Maro mentioned possible danger. I would advise you against going alone. At the very least, allow Tara and myself to go ahead of you and check the place out.
J'ai eu ce Marius, et je mérite bien un peu de repos, non?
What about the the Lady Rigmor.
Elle ira bien. Informez Dame Rigmor que je serai de retour d'ici un jour ou deux.
As you command, my lord.
Dragonborn!
Ah,
Ugh. What I wouldn't give to get away from all this crap.
putain, moi aussi.
How much longer am I going to be holed up in this place? I'm going crazy. I mean, it's totally obvious to everyone here I'm not pregnant. If you expect me to shove cushions up my front, think again.
Rigmor, vous pourriez bien être exaucé. Je crois que c'est le moment.
What?
Je viens de recevoir un message disant que le moment est proche et je vais me rendre à Braville.
We ought to travel to Breville. Let's get that bit right. So what are we going to do? Walk in? Hi everyone, just picking up a baby.
Non, on doit faire profil bas et nous confiner dans l'auberge.
Then what?
Ensuite, on attend que le messager arrive avec des ordres.
Great. Let's go.
D'accord. Allez mettre une tenue plus appropriée. Je vais faire sceller les chevaux.
Great. Then I'll get ready and we can go as soon as possible. I'll see you outside the stables. I'm so looking forward to this, and getting to ride Ren again is another plus.
Ouais, je suis d'accord. Alors, rappelle-toi bien, on a encore des ennemis quelque part. Alors, ne nous abandonnons pas, restons prudents.
Hey, just point the way, and I'll follow.
Rirmor, il y a autre chose.
Dragonborn?
Le messager veut qu'on reste dans une maison pour inviter, une auberge nommée Foyer d'Argent, sur l'eau.
Go on.
L'aubergiste s'appelle Rose.
Do you think it's the same person? I mean, it's been a long time, right?
Je ne sais pas.
Okay then. What if it is? That's wonderful, right?
Oui, peut-être. Je ne sais pas, on verra.
Okay, come on, let's talk about this. So, what if it is Rose? And I hope it is. I really do, because I'll finally get to thank her for helping save my life. Is there anything you're not telling me about what happened? And I want to know the truth, okay? We need to be prepared. So, what happened back then?
Je l'ai rencontrée sur la route de Rivebois. Elle vous avait trouvé et avait besoin de mon aide.
Uh-huh.
Je vous ai porté à son camp et on a pris soin de vous.
Did she get you to do anything else?
Elle m'a parlé d'un vieil hôtel soi-disant rempli de trésors.
So you checked it out, right?
Oui, les rumeurs étaient vraies. J'ai bien pu ramasser 5000 pièces d'or. D'ailleurs, c'était lourd.
What happened about that treasure?
Je lui en ai donné la moitié, ça faisait pas mal. Disons qu'elle fut très reconnaissante.
You're such an honest person. Did you sleep with her?
Non.
Come on, Dragonborn, it's fine. I'm totally cool with it, okay?
Rigmor, je n'ai pas couché avec elle.
Okay then. Nothing to worry about, right?
Bon, on le saura bientôt. Allez.
After you.
Ah, sur les routes, comme au bon vieux temps, ma petite Rigmor. ici à Braville. C'est la première fois que j'y viens. C'est ici, maison d'argent sur l'eau. Rigmor, c'est ici.
Warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. Can I help you?
Très joli ici. Bonjour. On est ici pour voir Rose.
Ah.
Hey! Rose! You've got visitors!
Putain, bonjour à discrétion.
Rose! Oh, hey, girl. This is a wonderful surprise. I'm so pleased you made it.
By the gods, I have waited so long to meet you again. If it wasn't for you and the Dragonborn, I would not be here right now.
So it's true. You were the Dragonborn. And if that's true...
I'll, give you two a moment together.
Rose, c'est bon de vous revoir.
I didn't believe it at first when Antonius told me about the Dragonborn Emperor and the High Queen Rigmor. As there's only one Rigmor I've ever known, it sounded almost like something out of a fairy tale, but here you both are.
Oui, à propos...
You took good care of her, and I'm so proud of you. Come, let's sit and catch up. I want to see my girl.
Très bien.
This is so amazing. Who would have thought we would all be sitting here together after all these years? Rose, thank you for saving my life. Did you ever return to Skyrim?
No, I haven't been back. After Hedron unknowingly led the Thalmor to Riverwood, in my brief incarceration, I wanted to start afresh, try something new. Of course, I lost everything I had, but I never gave up.
You can look after yourself, right?
Rigmor, if you've got nothing to lose, you can only gain, right? I was a different person back then. I only took with me the parts I liked about myself.
Like helping people out?
Something like that. I help out here in Bravil. People come to me all the time. I even made some balms for the Count to help him with his issues.
What's wrong with him?
Well, the Count and his family have caught a disease. It's not life-threatening, but very contagious. That's why the keep area is out of bounds.
What disease?
It's an Argonian bum disease called scelle.
Oh, sorry, no. It's not funny.
Si, c'est très drôle.
Oh, the gods.
Hey, Rigmor, why don't you go get a round of drinks? Tell Matilda to put them on the tab.
Drinks coming right up.
Bien. Parlons peu, parlons bien, Rose. Je suis venu pour vous.
I know. I figured something had happened when the news filtered through Bruma that Fort Black had been attacked.
Vous étiez à Bruma?
I made it over the border. Easily sneaked past those dumb mercenaries. I spent a couple of weeks there before moving on working as a part-time cleaner at the Tap and Tack. Colin and his wife were good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I heard about Bravil and what a steaming pile of junk it was and thought I would fit right in there. Bruma was way too cold for me anyway, so I made my way down here and have been here ever since.
Ah, c'est sur le froid, il faut s'y faire. Hein. Faut être né avec, comme moi. Vous m'avez manqué, Rose, je l'avoue.
Oh, I missed you too.
Here we go. Let's drink to absent friends. So, Rose, how did you manage to become the proprietor of Silverhome?
Well, it was a little run down and had been empty for about a year before I got here. I was staying at the chapel across the way. The sisters took good care of me at that time. I helped with the gardening, taking care of the graveyard along with Antonius.
Is, you and Antonius...
No, nothing like that. I'm very picky when it comes to that kind of thing. It was about that time the Countess became very sick after her second child. I got involved and they both made it. One morning a few days later, the Count arrived at the chapel and, without saying a word, handed me the keys to Silverhome on the water. I've been here ever since. But that's enough about me. What about you two? What's been going on with you?
Dragonborn?
Rigmor et moi vivons une romance qui perdure.
You got that right.
I can only imagine. I mean, look at you now. It makes me so happy for many reasons that you're both still together and happy. And most importantly, Cyrodiil has hope. No, the Empire has hope. Especially after the darkest of days these last few years.
Vous voulez dire après Cetus?
Oh, I remember it all. It got really crazy. Count Bravel, along with some others, were defending the South Bridge, but they traversed his positions and went straight for the capital. We knew they had virtually sacked Leyawen, so the first chance I had, I headed down there to see what I could do to help.
On est en train de reconstruire et de réparer la cité.
The new Count is an honorable man. I've never met him, but from what I hear, he's doing an amazing job, and the people love him.
Yeah. Wow. That was a trying time for me. If the Dragonborn had not been there for me,
Rigmor, if I had known it was you, I would have come to visit you. But things went really sideways, right? The next thing I heard was that the Countess had been imprisoned for treason, but then had managed to escape and break the siege of Bruma. Did you know Count Bravel took his army and sat on the hill overlooking the capital? Skingrad had all but besieged Chorrol and had him cowering behind his walls. Leyawen was surrounded and there was nothing to stop Bruma from taking the bridge that way apart from him. He turned his horse around and took his army home. I asked him about that moment. He simply said, "Rose, I did my part in saving the Empire that day. Order had been restored by the grace of the Divines."
He even has the ear of the Count after helping his family. She is so caring, and if she can help, she will. More often than not, she will leave food at the shrine of Mara. Next morning, it's gone. I asked her why she did that, and she told me it was there for the poor. Sometimes she will visit Nicodemus, who is looking after the Mages Guild, only to bring him food.
Est-ce que vous savez ce qu'elle me veut, votre maîtresse, Maro? Non. Vous ne voulez rien dire. Bon. Voyons déjà qui est cette mystérieuse maîtresse.
Here we are. If Ordovesa is not in the chapel, try her living quarters. Down the steps, door on the left. Until next time.
Merci.
Well met. Majesty, it is my honor to receive you under these special circumstances.
Tout l'honneur est pour moi. Je suppose que le moment est proche.
Mara informed us you would be coming some time ago. Come, I'll explain everything in the privacy of my living quarters. Here we are. Please sit. Make yourself comfortable. We have made a special antechamber for Saint Alana in the Undercroft. She is very near. Mara contacted me to make the preparations 9 months ago. One of my priestesses volunteered to make the sacrifice in exchange for her martyrdom. Alana. Alana the Kind.
Parce qu'il y a un gros risque que... Attendez. Si je comprends bien, il y a un gros risque qu'elle ne survive pas à cet accouchement, c'est ça?
She has now been sainted by the divines and will take her place alongside the Allfather. Do not be concerned. It is what she wants, and she is happy and honored with her fate.
Donc, ce qu'avait dit Fretoff était vrai.
I'm sorry?
Rien, continuez, je vous prie.
The priestesses are waiting on her every need, as we speak, and Rose will be arriving in the morning to be on hand if there are any complications with the delivery.
Rose sait pour la destinée d'Alana?
No, and it's best kept that way, for her sake.
J'ai su que Rose apportait son aide ici, dans la chapelle.
Rose is a shining star. Not only does she help here, but Braville owes her a great debt of gratitude. She travels sometimes to other cities to help as a midwife, physician. Her gardening skills could use a little work, but Antonius is there for the heavy lifting.
Vous semblez tous avoir une vie idyllique ici à Braville. Il fait bon, il fait chaud, il y a la mer.
It's not all perfect, but has come a long way since you have become emperor, and released all of us from that tyrant and his monster. Anyway, I wanted to see you just to inform you the child could arrive any time now. It could be even as early as tomorrow.
Rigmor et moi, nous restons chez Rose. Donc, en cas de besoin, envoyez-nous Antonius.
Actually, I wanted to see you because there's something else.
Qu'y a-t-il? Dites-moi.
No. Something lurks, hides in dark places in plain sight. She tried to see through the darkness, but there's a powerful barrier. But she saw in a flash the image of the face of Tang Mo.
D'Akavir? Tang Mo d'Akavir?
It might be nothing, but Mara has asked us to be very diligent, as it could be a premonition of danger. But we simply don't know. That's why I asked Antonius to implore that you kept a low profile.
Pourquoi ne pas juste laisser mes légions fondre sur la cité au lieu de cette histoire d'aura et de dague?
Please, Majesty. What is about to happen is something never seen before. We simply cannot risk exposing ourselves to our enemies in this world or the other. This is Mara's doing. A gift from the divines that surpasses any norm, just like my own birthing.
Votre propre accouchement?
I am a child born from 2 mothers.
Donc tout est possible si les divins le souhaitent.
Indeed. And thank you for coming to see me. I just wanted to relay the information, not only about Alana, but also my fears.
Je suis là maintenant. Si vous voyez quoi que ce soit d'inadapté, envoyez Antonius. Je vous protégerai tous. Vous avez ma parole.
Thank you. I feel reassured knowing the absolute power of the divines is bestowed in you, and that you are now here with us in this moment of glory.
À bientôt.
There is a small child lost
dragonborn to save her to Neverland.